Welcome to the shadow frequency, where the veil between this world and the next grows thin, and the things that whisper in the dark are given voice. From the cryptic candlelit studios, deep in the Indiana forests, your host, Matt Wilson, and his spectral producer, Juniper Ravenwood, unearth the forbidden, the forgotten, and the fearsome. So, still your heart, dim the light, and listen closely. For once you tune into the shadow frequency, you may never tune out.
Breaker 19, come back. You said your name was who again?
Juniper? Why are you talking to the CB radio like it's a person?
Because, Matt, someone keeps answering me, and not like someone with a truck and a long haul, more like someone with unfinished business and zero pulse.
Fantastic. Nothing like starting the night with long-distance charges from the afterlife.
Disconnected. Goodbye, 73.
Well, there they go, signed off. Ghosts have better radio etiquette than Chris.
Hey, Chris would sign off. He just wouldn't remember signing on.
All right, since our CB friend is done whispering riddles at me, time to dig into the cabinet. Let's see. Nope. Definitely cursed. That's leaking. That's still humming. Oh, that's new. Why is there a tiny chair in here, and why is it rocking by itself?
Just grab the folder before whatever's in there decides to unionize.
Here we go, episode 254, Shadows of Stepp Cemetery, the most haunted cemetery in Indiana, and apparently the only one where the dead keep clocking in after hours.
Stepp Cemetery, Warlock's chair, shadow figures, ghost stories going back generations. Yeah, this one's going to get under people's skin.
Perfect, that means we're warmed up. Haunted CV radio? Check. Haunted file cabinet? Check. Emotional support coffee? Check-ish.
All right, shadow seekers, buckle up. Let's step into the Stepp Cemetery.
You are tuned to the shadow frequency, where every whisper tells a story from beyond the veil. Hosted by Matt Wilson. Produced by Juniper Ravenwood. With Chris Beach. The darkness continues.
Welcome, wanderers of the veil, to another descent into the unknown on the shadow frequency with Matt Wilson. I'm Juniper, your guide through the static, and tonight we tread the paths where the trees lean in like silent witnesses, their branches clawing at the twilight sky. Deep in the heart of Indiana's Morgan-Monroe State Forest lies a forgotten scrap of earth, a cemetery so isolated, so swallowed by the woods that the living rarely disturb its peace. But the dead, they whisper, they weep, they watch. Stepp Cemetery, just over 100 souls tucked away since the 1800s, their stones weathered like secrets too long buried. Locals speak of shadows that shift when no wind blows, of cries that echo from empty graves, and a woman in black whose sorrow clings to the air like fog. Matt, this one's got me glancing over my shoulder already. What fresh nightmare have you unearthed for us?
Juniper, you know me, always poking at the cracks where the light doesn't reach. Tonight's file, it's a doozy. Hauntings born from pioneer grief. Twisted by cult whispers and midnight wanderers. We'll walk those overgrown trails together, feel the chills settle in, and by the end, well, let's just say sleep might come with one eye open. Strap in, friends, the frequency's dropping low.
I can already hear the leaves crunching underfoot. Take it away, Matt. Lead us into the gloom.
All right, folks, first off, a big shadowy thanks to Juniper for digging into the file cabinet again. You know the one, that creaky old thing in the corner of the studio, stuffed with yellowed clippings and Polaroids that shouldn't exist. She pulls out this gem on Stepp Cemetery right here in Indiana, and bam, I'm hooked. Picture this. It's the hush of dusk in southern Indiana, where the Morgan-Monroe State Forest stretches out like a living shroud. 24,000 acres of tangled oaks and pines that swallow sound whole. You've got to hike a mile or two down unmarked dirt paths, the kind that make your flashlight flicker like it's got second thoughts. And there, in a ragged clearing, no bigger than your backyard, you stumble into it. Stepp Cemetery. Established back in the 1820s by early settlers, this was pioneer ground zero. Folks scratching out a life from the wild Hoosier soil, burying their dead right where the heartache hit hardest. The oldest marker? Isaac Hartsock, gone in 1851. Just one of about 114 souls laid to rest there. Entire families under the dirt. The Stepps themselves, who gave the place its name. Hardy types who built a little church nearby and willed it to any Christian flock that needed shelter. But look closer. Half those graves are tiny. Children's stones, etched with names like little ghosts already. Infants snatched by fever. Kids lost to the frontier's cruel whims. You can almost feel the weight of it, right? Mothers kneeling in the mud, dirt under their nails, whispering prayers as the forest closes in. By the early 1900s, the land gets scooped up for the state forest, and poof, Stepp fades. No more Sunday visits from descendants. Vines creep over the iron fences. Leaves blanket the paths, and the woods grow thick, turning a simple burying ground into something else. Isolated, hungry for stories. Fast forward to the 1950s, and that's when the whispers start slithering out. Teens from Bloomington, restless and reckless, start legend tripping. You know, that age-old ritual where you pile into a beat-up Chevy, crank the radio low, and hunt for chills in the dark. Stepp's perfect for it. Remote enough to feel like you've slipped into another world, but close enough to dare your buddies. And oh, the tales they brought back. Disembodied footsteps crunching on invisible trails. Cold spots that hit like slap from the grave. Orbs flickering in the underbrush, glowing like will-o'-the-wisp, luring you deeper. But the heart of it, the one that sticks in your throat, that's the woman in black. Imagine you're there at midnight, heart thumping, beam of your light cutting through the mist. Off in the corner, by a wheathead stump, folks call it the Warlock's chair now, though it started as just a gnarled oak root. Sits a figure, all in black, from the veil draping her face to the hem pooling like spilled ink on the moss. She's rocking slow, humming a lullaby so faint it blends with the wind, cradling something bundled in her arms. A baby. Whispers say it's baby Lester, that poor little one interred in 1937, just months old. His stone still legible if you brush away the lichen. Witnesses swear they hear the cries, soft, gut-wrenching sobs that rise like smoke, filling the air with his raw, aching grief. Get too close, shine your light her way, and she lifts her head, eyes hollow as the graves around her. Then, gone, vanished into the trees, leaving behind that metallic tang of tears and ozone, like a storm just broke. Some say she's Anna, a Crabbite follower, a wild sect that hold up nearby, preaching from Revelation, handling serpents under the moon, dancing in nothing but their fervor. Her daughter, they claim, crushed on State Road 37 in a hit and run that never saw justice. Anna buried the child here, then unraveled, night after night at the grave until the forest claimed her too. Now, her shadow lingers, pulling at your chest, making you wonder if that tug in your gut is just fear or her hand reaching out. And it doesn't stop there. Folks talk of shadowy figures darting between the stones, tall, faceless things that whisper in tongues, remnants of those Crabbite rites, snake skins coiled on fresh-dug earth, the air thick with incense and something feral. A girl's ghost from the 50s, unsolved murder, her form twisting through the fog, forever searching. You feel it building, don't you? That prickle on your neck, the way the woods seem to lean closer, listening. Stepp isn't just a cemetery, it's a frequency all its own. Turn to loss, where the veil frays and the dead tune in. Man, just spinning that tail gives me goose flesh. What if that hum follows you home, faint in the corners of your own room?
If I hear one more lullaby tonight, Matt, I'm sleeping with the lights on.
Yeah.
You've got me twisted up. What's lurking in the second half?
Oh, we're peeling back more layers. The cults, the contradictions, the raw edge where legend meets the dirt. Stick around after the break. It's about to get even murkier. Over to you, June.
Ooh, that first plunge in the Stepp had me holding my breath. Did you feel that chill snake down your spine? The woman in black's got her hooks in deep tonight, but trust me, the shadows only thicken from here. Matt's teeing up the wilder side, cults in the moonlight, murders that echo, and questions that linger like fog. What do you think, listeners? Hit us up. Now handing it over to Chris.
Sure, Juniper. Quick reminder, folks. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Follow the Shadow Frequency on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and any podcast app you use. Our home base is shadowfrequencypodcast.com. You can stream every episode there, read our new Shadow blog posts, grab some paranormal merch, and even drop us a voicemail. Let us know where you're listening from, and we just might play it on an upcoming show. And if you're enjoying what we do and want to help out, consider buying us a coffee. We truly appreciate the support. Back over to Juniper.
Time to crank up the spectral cosmic message materializer, flipping the switches, coaxing the dials through the ether. There we go, humming like a hive of midnight fireflies. Ooh, look at this, a tattered envelope swirling through the haze, sealed with a wax stamp that smells faintly of pine smoke and distant thunder. Let's crack it wide and let the words spill out like secrets from the grave. All right, static surfers, here's the haul from the beyond, or at least from Wyoming's wide open whispers. This one's got that perfect fireside glow, the kind that warms you even as it stirs the uncanny. Listen to this. It says, "Hey, Matt and Juniper, my name's Arthur L., writing in from a little town outside Casper, Wyoming. Most evening, once the sun drops behind the buttes and that cold Wyoming wind settles down, I get a fire going in the wood stove, kick my boots off, put my feet up, and let myself unwind from the day. That's my perfect time to throw on the Shadow Frequency podcast, usually on Spotify, and enjoy my one beer before bed. Been listening for a while now, and I've got to say, episode 237, still one of my all-time favorites. Something about the way you two dug into that case, it stuck with me longer than I expected. I'm a big fan of your hauntings, cryptid stories, and anything with a hint of UFO weirdness. Wyoming's got plenty of open sky to make a man wonder, if you know what I mean. Appreciate the work you all put in. Makes my quiet nights by the fire feel a little less quiet. Keep the static growing. Arthur L., Wyoming." Ah, Arthur, doesn't that just paint the picture? Boots by the hearth, beer in hand, and our voices crackling through the speakers like friendly phantoms, keeping the dark at bay. Episode 237, huh? Well, we're glad it lingered, even if it meant a few extra logs on the fire and UFOs over those endless plains. Brother, we've got your back. The skies there are practically begging for a sequel. Thanks for tuning in. Make us feel like we're right there, toasting marshmallows over the abyss. Got your own fireside chills or sky-watching strangers? Beam them our way. Reminder, our email is shadowpodcast@protonmail.com. All right, that's our spectral postmark for the night. Warm fuzzies with a side of frontier foreboding. Matt, the materializer's cooling down. Your turn to stoke the embers for round 2.
You are tuned to the Shadow Frequency, where every whisper tells a story from beyond the veil. The darkness continues.
Juniper, Arthur's letter hits right in the feels. Nothing like a Wyoming wind down to remind us why we chase these tales. to make the quiet nights hum a little louder. Cheers to you, Arthur. May your skies stay clear and your shadows stay friendly. All right, friends, we're back in the thick of Stepp, that misty pocket where history bleeds in the nightmare. We've met the woman in black, felt her lullaby curl around our edges. Now let's wade deeper where the legends twist like rocks underfoot. Remember those Crabbites I teased? Oh, they're the spice that turns this stew sinister. Picture the 1920s, early 30s, a fringe Christian splinter group led by some firebrand named William Crabb, holding up in the forest folds. Inspired by Revelation's fevered dreams, they preached the earth was flat as a tombstone, handled venomous snakes like holy handshakes, and, get this, danced naked under the stars, tongues rolling in ecstatic glossolalia. Local whispers say they claim Stepp as their altar, midnight gatherings right among the graves, sacrificing chickens or goats in crimson arc. The air thick with chants and the musk of forbidden rites. Orgies to seal the sacrament, they claimed, bodies writhing in moonlight to summon divine fire. One tale's got a deputy bullwhipping through the frenzy to break it up, snakes slithering into the underbrush like fleeing demons. And Anna? Some say she was one of theirs, her hit-and-run tragedy twisting her faith into obsession. She'd rock that bundle, her lost girl, or baby Lester in other versions, humming hymns laced with hexes, the stump her throne of unending vigil. But the shadows multiply. There's the murdered girl from the 50s, they say, body dumped in the woods nearby, throat slashed, killer vanished like smoke. Her spirit stalks the perimeter now, a pale flicker with eyes like shattered glass, moaning for her mother who never stopped searching. Shadowy figures, tall, hooded, reeking of sulfur, process in silent lines, orbs bobbing like lantern souls. Weird smells hit you, rot mixed with wildflowers, or that sharp ozone before lightning. Noises, growls from the thicket, whispers naming names from stones long worn blank. And the contradictions? Man, they're deliciously tangled. Is she in black or white? Mourning a baby, a teen, or her dueling brothers from an inheritance bloodbath in the 1800s? One version's got her as a witch, cursing the careless with eternal wanderlust. Approach the Warlock's chair wrong, and folks swear the ground tilts, pulling you down like quicksand regret. Now, here's a thread to tug on, something to chew while the eerie hums in your ears. A lot of this frenzy traces back to those 60s legend trippers, kids like John Finley, who admitted in '66 to faking the hauntings himself. Him and a buddy, howling like wolves, shaking bushes, rigging phantom lights for weeks just to spook the spook hunters. Hoax or not, it fed the beast, turning whispers into roars. Makes you wonder how much of Stepp's pulse is real and how much of it is us, projecting our fears onto the fog. But even saying that, the place pulls at you, doesn't it? Like the grief baked into those child graves is a magnet for the lost. We circle back to the clearing. What you'd actually find is humble. Scattered field stones, a few legible markers like baby Lester's, toys and coins left by modern pilgrims as if appeasing old gods. The forest gloom does the rest, that uncanny hush amplifying every snap, every sigh of wind through the pines. No verified cult records, no police files on that deputy whip-crack, no obits pinning Anna to a face. But the pull? Undeniable. Stepp's a mirror for our buried hurts, pioneer losses layered with our own made-up monsters. Whether the woman rises or it's all pareidolia in the dark, the sorrow stays buried, seeping up like the groundwater. Unresolved, eternal. What haunts us most might be the echo of what we can't know. So there we leave Stepp in the half-light where history and hunger blur. If the trees start humming your name tonight, don't answer.
Haha. Damn, Matt, you've got me second-guessing every shadow in the studio. Skeptical brain says hoax, but my gut, it's wide awake now.
Exactly. That's the frequency's magic. Keeps us questioning, keeps us listening. Thanks for riding the wave with us, folks. Juniper, wrap us up.
And just like that, we've clawed our way out of Stepp Cemetery's clutches. For now. What a ride. From pioneer whispers to Crabbite chills, the woman in black's lament still hanging in the air like unshed tears. Indiana's Forgotten Corner reminds us how thin the line is between the buried past and the stories we breathe into it. Thanks for braving the static with us tonight. You're the heartbeat of the Shadow Frequency. Keep those tales flowing. Drop us a line at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com. And you can stop by our website, too, shadowfrequencypodcast.com, for show notes, merchandise that wards off the weird. Plus, you can find us on all the usual social networks. Come back next time for another plunge into the peculiar. Who knows what lurks in the next file? Sweet dreams or whatever passes for them after this. Hey, Matt, you want to say goodnight?
Night wanderers, may your shadows stay friendly and your stumps stay empty. Catch you on the flip.
Lights out, frequency down, but the whispers, they never really stop.
This episode was conjured with a solemn vow to explore the unexplained while remaining bound to the truths that have been unearthed. All interpretations are speculative and offered only for your enlightenment and your entertainment.